A national emergency.
President Trump declaring a national emergency. The declaration comes after Congress passed a spending bill to keep the government open, but that bill only included $1.3 billion for a border barrier. While the president and some lawmakers are waging a new battle over this emergency declaration, the nearly 800,000 federal workers impacted by the last partial shutdown of the government can breathe a sigh of relief. The president also signed the bill to fund the government. The White House says the emergency declaration will make available $8 billion for border security. The president is pulling the bulk of the money from the Defense Department's budget, including $3.6 billion in military construction funds. Other funds will be transferred from counterterrorism or counter-drug activities and from the Treasury Department's forfeiture fund.
Top Democrats are vowing a legal battle against President Trump over his declaration of a national emergency to build that wall along the southern border. So how will it play out in court? And is the president helping his own case? CBS 2's national investigative reporter James Rosen brings us the law and the politics.
Thank you very much, everybody.
In his announcement that he is declaring a national emergency at the southern border so he can use federal funds appropriated for other projects to build a wall there, President Trump may have handed an advantage to his adversaries in the court challenges to come when he proclaimed in effect that the declaration wasn't absolutely necessary.
I could do the wall over a longer period of time. I didn't need to do this, but I'd rather do it much faster.
Under the National Emergencies Act of 1976, the president has broad power to declare an immigration emergency if, quote, an influx of aliens is of such magnitude that it overpowers the existing capabilities of authorities to administer immigration law. Democrats and liberal law professors argue Mr. Trump's unsuccessful negotiations for wall funding before and during the federal shutdown expose his declaration as a blatant circumvention of congressional spending power.
That raises a series of questions about whether or not the president can then supersede Congress's will by declaring an emergency and doing exactly what Congress didn't authorize via appropriations him to do directly.
If the case goes to the Supreme Court and President Trump prevails there, some Republicans, reportedly including Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell, have expressed concern that future Democratic presidents could declare emergencies on issues such as climate change, health care, or gun violence. Not all Republicans buy that, however.
We unfortunately live in such partisan times that I think if we have a Democrat president, he or she will do everything possible to advance the administration's policy goals, and this is irrespective of what President Trump has done here.
The ACLU is vowing to sue the Trump administration over this emergency declaration. The executive director of the ACLU saying this is a patently illegal power grab that hurts American communities and flouts the checks and balances that are hallmarks of our democracy. The attorneys general of Washington and California, both Democrats, have also said they will sue. Now,